for you rather than a little bit of OU. So we got a little bit of NU going on, which is always fun. So, not playing any OU, UU, or any of that. I really do love the lower tiers. I do not like Little Cup because honestly it's very, very boring. So, yeah. So, RU's alright, but UU's pretty fun, but I don't usually like playing OU, even though the most people play there. You know, and Ubers is honestly okay, but eventually it does get a little bit boring, kind of like OU. I mean, it is, you know, Ubers isn't necessarily balanced because anything can go there, but, you know, OU is just, you know, it's pretty balanced now that all the somewhat broken stuff was all gone, you know, Excadrill, Thunderous, and Deoxys Speed, but, you know, once they were gone, it was a much more balanced metagame. But now with the changes in RU, NU, UU, everything, you know, not too many changes in NU so much, but yeah, so waiting for a match as always, for some sad reason. Let's see, is this guy battling anyone? Let's go for it, challenge, why not? So, my computer is dirt slow, that's fun. And look, it's not responding because, you know, this is such a... Oh, okay, got a match. Go away. Alright. So, he's got Miltank, which is pretty common, same with Magmortar. The rest of his team is somewhat predictable. He could lead off with Ursaring if I wanted to try and set up early with Swords Dance, but he has Absol Sucker Punch, so that's not necessarily a good idea. I could just go into Emolga, go for the Volt Switch first turn. Let's see, I could go for the T-Bolt. Doesn't really look like he has anything other than Raichu to really take it. But even then, he has a lower speed than I do, so I may be able to 2-hit KO. I am Choice Spexed if you haven't really guessed yet. But, so this thing's probably going to go for like a Body Slam. Maybe Milk Drink, don't really know. Okay, so he tried to go for a substitute. That was pretty useless. So this looks like a solid 3-hit KO if he decides to stay in. But can't be too sure. So if he wants to stay in, that'll be really good. And he switches out into his Raichu. So doesn't look like a Choice Specs Timid Emolga will be able to do too much to this. So I don't know if I really want to switch out. I could go into my special wall, Grumpig, but if he sets up a sub, that can kind of be dangerous if he wants to start setting up Nastapod. So I'm going to keep Thunderbolting. He goes for his own Thunderbolt, and judging by the way, I don't really want to switch out at all, because seeing that all my other past Thunderbolts did around 30 or so percent, it looks like I'm safe to just keep Thunderbolting away. So he goes into this Magmortar, probably Scarfed, but I can just keep T-Bolting, and that does a lot. So he goes for the Flamethrower. So I know that Grumpig can pretty much do whatever it wants against the Magmortar. With Thick Fat, it's going to be doing nothing, and I can paralyze it. And looks like I can just safely go for the Psychic, maybe? If it wants to go into Absol, that'll kind of stink. But it goes for the Hidden Power, most likely Ice. But with Thick Fat, that's still going to be doing absolutely nothing. So, Magmortar is gone, which is a huge threat. So now I'm going to just go for the Psychic. He has Super Power. I do resist it. He has Life Orb, so it really looks like I can just do whatever at this point. I'm going to taunt just in case he wants to... Okay, so he Sucker Punches, so that's fine. And I don't want him setting up Swords Dance. That's the only reason I really taunted. He does have the -1 attack and defense, so I'm tempted to go into this. And he's paralyzed, so this is great. He could go into Lapras. He could go with a Sucker Punch too. I'm just going to go with the Aqua Jet on the off chance he still goes for the Sucker Punch. But I can still outspeed, which with my Aqua Jet and him being slower, he will not be able to get it off with an actual attack. So I'm in a very good position. I do go for the Aqua Jet, as he goes for the Superpower, which really, it does a decent chunk, but because of the -1, now he's at -2 defense and all that, so it's a double down. So what do you do on a double down? You go into, let's see, usually your Scarfer. I do not have a Scarfer on this team. Might need to change that, might not need to, but Miltank, I could go easily into Grumpig, it looks like. Gardevoir, I could just go into this. Judging by his team, I'm just going to go into this. So he goes into his Miltank, and I really, right now, I just want a Swords Dance. As he goes to the Milk Drink, this is perfect, because I get my Swords Dance, +2, 718 attack, plus the Toxic Orb, this, let's see, hold on, 240 with super effective damage, and let's see, 170, double it with Toxic Orb, 140, with Stab, 210. But this is still more powerful. So that is a massacred Miltank. And going into either Gardevoir or Lapras, I will most likely be able to outspeed and just facade everything. Facade, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, so looks like this is a good game. If he's not Scarfed, which I'm hoping he's not, he traces Quick Feet. Doesn't matter because that Facade decimates him completely. Could have gone for the Crunch, but I like Facade more. So I'm just going to go for another Facade because I know that will easily take it out. And that is good game. So Ursaring put in a lot of work this match. So that was awesome. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. Comment, rate, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Later.